again, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Paws Gaming. I'm Misfit, once again flying solo, and we're back playing Homeworld again, just because, why not? So, if you remember in the last episode, we just left our home planet Karak in the big, gigantic space banana, and we are going off to, well, we'll see what happens next. Cue cutscene. There's your
All
destination on the
hyperspace
far side.
systems operating at full power.
If the hyperspace targeting system is accurate, we will emerge in close proximity to the support vessel Kar Salim. This ship has spent the past 10 years traveling on conventional drives to reach the outer Karak system. The Kar Salim will monitor the quantum waveform as we return to normal space and assist in tuning our drive control systems. If the hyperspace module malfunctions, the Kar Salim will provide assistance and resupply. Mission objectives will be to dock with the support vessel in order to complete adjustments to the mothership and her drives.
And now we're hyperspacing back in. And oh look, our ship is undamaged. It's almost as if our people knew what they were doing.
New research available. We made it. Hyperspace jump complete. All systems nominal, and the quantum wave effect has dissipated.
We have misjumped. The support ship is not here. Fleet Command will signal the Kar Salim while we confirm our current position.
This is the mothership calling support vessel Kar Salim. Come in, please. We have misjumped and are requesting your beacon. This is the mothership calling support vessel Kar Salim. Please respond.
Priority alert, we have picked up the Kar Salim's automated beacon. Send a probe to make contact and re-establish communications.
Alright, well, I'm going to be a bit mean here and spoil a little something. We're not going to launch the probe right away.
Reading instructions.
Because as soon as we launch the probe into the location they want to find the Kar Salim, we're going to find something. But what we find is that we're going to be under attack. So I'm going to sit here for a second
Reporting.
and bolster the fleet a little bit.
Acknowledged.
There are some minor advantages to having played the game before.
Ready.
So I'm going to assign my scouts to escort my resource collector, because in my haste to get on with the video, I sort of did a bit of a cardinal no-no in the Homeworld universe and did not stick around to salvage all possible resources. And that's one thing you got to make sure to do
Reporting.
later on,
Collection
is get
confirmed.
all possible resources, because once you warp out, those resources are gone. You're not going to get them. You will get whatever your resource collectors are carrying at the time added to your RU total up here, but everything else is just gone. So if it's safe to do it, be sure to always stick around. Anyway, enough babble, let's get building. I'll start off
Assembly underway.
with a few
Construction
interceptors.
underway. Berths are clear.
And I'll
Interceptor
queue up the
complete.
research for the Corvette chassis so we can start building the light Corvette, which is the basis for a ship that we
Interceptor
already have
complete.
somehow.
Interceptor complete.
Now, part of the reason I have two salvage Corvettes here is, well, like I said, we're going to
Interceptor
come under
complete.
enemy attack.
Insufficient resources. Research paused.
And there's actually some really good ships that we're going to want to capture right away. In my opinion, it's always good to have a few salvage Corvettes handy. Just don't build your entire fleet around them. Because one, they're slow and they're unarmed. If your entire strategy is going to be simply revolving around salvage Corvettes, you're probably going to have a bad time. But it's never bad to have a few of them just in case. Because your enemy might have that fancy new ship that you just can't afford to build on your own yet. Or you can always
Insufficient resources.
salvage enemy
Research
ships
paused.
and retire them to get their RUs. So either way you look at it, salvaging is kind of a win-win.
Stow that container block.
And we're starting to get some
Interceptor
resources coming in. And of course, like any RTS that does have a resource system in it, you want to be sure to manage your resources carefully and not build more than you're going to need. Which I basically just did. But considering I have resources coming in and we're at a nice, relatively safe bit of the game, it's okay. But just in case in the future you do come under enemy fire, you want to have some resources handy to help reinforce your fleet. Because those interceptors, I'm really not joking when I say they drop like flies. But while we're here waiting, let's get a nice close view on some of these ships. So here we have our single interceptor.
Research complete. New research available. New corvettes available for construction.
You can see you got the cockpit here, the two cannons here, and the engines. I really like the little bit of detail they added by showing the individual engines themselves, because in the original game it was just a single bar straight across, which would be a rather inefficient design for any sort of like rocket type engine or anything similar, where the idea is to dump as much energy out back to where you get enough thrust. We already saw the up close of the salvage corvette, so let's take a look at our resource collector. After this load comes in, I'll probably build that probe. The sort of oblong hexagon cigar ship that I always used to joke about. It sort of looks the part of a massive cargo barge, because that's more or less what it is. And here's your research ship. Now the cool thing about the research ships is, as you build more of them, up to a grand total of 6, they all link together. This one makes a giant donut. And here's the scouts. Similar to the interceptor, but a little bit stripped down because it's the basic model. Now, one thing that was really cool about the original Homeworld and all the Homeworld games is they came with this really nice thick manual that had like your standard manual stuff, controls, tips, tricks, but towards the end of it, it also had a bunch of pages going into the lore of the Homeworld universe. So you had all of that stuff to go on to get the full story. Plus, you also had individual bios of all of the different ships, which made everything just look really cool. Okay, so while that's harvesting...
Local resources exhausted. Fleet moving on. Assembly underway.
Let's get a couple of those light corvettes queued up.
Berths are clear.
And ready to probe. Now, you won't find yourself using probes too often, but they're always handy because they sort of give you a good idea of what's going on in the area. But the key thing to remember about them is they're basically a one and done. Once you move them, you cannot move them again, because they only have a single-use thruster on them.
Light corvette complete.
And here is our probe. Now I'll just
Construction
ready up
underway.
a couple more interceptors and a couple
Construction underway.
scouts for when the resources come in. Okay, time to get this party rolling.
Probe away.
Let's go visit the Carcelium. As you can see on the galaxy map itself, the probe is very fast moving.
Ready.
And while we're at it, I'll just move
Course
these
set.
ships out here to help protect my resources, because this is happening now. And now we've made contact with the Carcelium. And as you can see, the ship looks like it's been through hell and back. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Now you see just how dire it is. Yeah, they're all dead. No wonder they weren't responding. And now as the music kicks up, here comes our buddies. Now that really big ship coming into focus right there, that's one we're going to want to capture. It is called the Missile Corvette. Unfortunately, our technology will never allow us to develop them, so we'll want to capture them, because they are quite nice to have.
They're attacking. The mothership is under attack.
Engage incoming units. The mothership must be defended.
So we're going to do a little bit of our work from the sensors manager here.
Interceptor complete. Scout complete. Scout complete.
Stay on top of them. Supporting friendly units.
We've got a situation here.
Under fire. Requesting orders. Drawing heavy fire.
And here's the Missile Corvette, our little target, which hopefully the salvage corvettes will get to before it gets destroyed.
Under attack. What's the call?
Mothership.
So we're going to get those interceptors working on the smaller ships, because those will actually be among our biggest threats to worry about.
Confirmed. Assume combat stations.
Moving to intercept.
Now the missile corvettes themselves are somewhat powerful, but it'll be best for us to ignore it just to capture it, because we want that power on our side. It'd be a hell of a waste to lose. As you can see, one salvage corvette was enough. So
Confirmed.
we'll just put this to use on another and capture this standard corvette, which fortunately is swinging around our way, which makes the salvage corvette's job easier. Now all the fighters are gone, and there's just the one corvette that is getting its ass handed to it.
Acknowledged.
Let's see if we'll be able to salvage it in time.
Attack complete. Awaiting further orders. Copy.
Hostile units destroyed. Threat eliminated.
Guess not.
Mothership sustained minor hull damage. Repairs are underway.
And there's our shiny new missile corvette.
The Carcelium has been destroyed. Heavy weapon damage is visible on the remaining fragment. A salvage corvette must be sent to retrieve the mission data recorder.
Okay. Now as we can see, that wasn't really a very hard engagement, but there are going to be harder enemies coming later on.
Roger.
So we'll be best served by leaving a few of our ships behind,
Confirmed.
including the missile corvette, because we want to hang on to that for as long as possible.
Guard order
Set them to
confirmed.
guard the mothership. As for these other ships, we're going to have those guard the salvage
Moving
corvettes,
into escort formation.
because one of them needs to make it to the Carcelium to get the data recorder, and then we'll also need one sort of free, just in case we run across any more presents.
Acknowledged.
So, let's get moving.
En route. Acknowledged.
Both those corvettes out
Coordinates
there.
confirmed.
And there's some more resources for our trouble.
Berths are clear. Assembly underway.
Another minor spoiler, we're going to want a couple salvage corvettes for the next mission. I will not say why, though. So I'll just queue up a couple of those to build. And we also have the ability to research the heavy corvettes, which is a really, really good ship in my opinion.
Salvage corvette complete.
Alright, let's zoom in on our
Salvage
progress
corvette
here.
complete.
Roger.
And set this one to salvage.
Local resources exhausted, fleet.
And here we
Moving
can
on.
see our probe just hanging out.
Priority alert. Additional hostile units detected on an intercept course with the Car Salim. Protection of the salvage team is a primary objective. It must return to the mothership with the mission recorder. We need that data.
Alright, here we go.
Confirmed. Attack coordinates locked in. Acknowledged. Copy. Attack vector laid in.
Excuse me there.
Mothership.
Let's send him a few
Mothership.
fighters for backup.
Reporting. En route. Attack coordinates locked in. Roger. Acknowledged. Reporting. Docking underway.
Now we're just going to dock this scout because it's a bit on the damage side. Docking it will cause it to get repaired automatically, which will of course be very helpful.
Heavy fire confirmed. Reporting. Destination locked in. Gotcha. Drawing heavy fire. Acknowledged. Show no mercy. Copy.
Salvage team docks safely. Downloading mission data recording. Replaying last entry.
What do you mean you detect a hyperspace entry? The mothership isn't due for...
Sir, I have multiple contacts on closing vectors. Unknown profiles. No recognition codes. They're not ours.
Well, if they're not ours, who the hell are they?
Sir, they're coming in fast. Check. Incoming fire. We are under attack. They're getting through. Breaches across all decks. Hull integrity failing.
Castle into mothership if you are receiving abort hyperdrive test. Repeat, abort hyperdrive test.
We've got enemy contact.
It's an enemy carrier. They appear to be reinforcing their squadrons of fighters and corvettes with it.
Confirmed. Attack vector laid in.
We are detecting enemy units advancing on our position. Organize a defensive force to protect the mothership.
Taking damage, fleet.
Acknowledged.
Mothership. Target locked.
Okay.
All right, hang in there.
Now, as you can see, we got an enemy carrier to deal with, which we'll want that thing out of our hair as soon as possible.
Standing by. Attack coordinates locked in.
Contact confirmed.
Ready. Local resources exhausted. Fleet, moving on.
All right, let's speed it up in here.
Now, we can't really afford to try and capture those fighters because they're way too fast for our corvettes.
Standing by. Standing by.
But the missile corvettes and the standard corvettes are just slow enough for our salvagers to be able to catch up with.
We got company.
Confirmed. Engaging. Show no mercy. Heavy fire confirmed. This is a cakewalk. This is a cakewalk. Enemy neutralized. Awaiting orders. Keep it together, people. Stay tight. Attack vector laid in.
Alright, let's set them to start dealing some damage to that carrier. Now, the carrier itself is rather well armed, so this might not be the greatest of ideas. But the sooner we show that we're a threat, the sooner these guys will want to back off. And just take a look at the detail inside this carrier's hangar.
We have determined that these enemy units are inferior to ours. To protect against penetration of the Karak system, destroy the attacking force completely.
Oh, we got another missile corvette out here.
Reporting. Reporting. Light fire confirmed. fire. Requesting orders. I'm taking hits here. Roger. Target confirmed.
We're under fire.
Drawing heavy fire. Under attack. What's the call? Watch your 6.
Acknowledged.
En route. Destination locked in.
If only we'd be able to actually capture this thing.
Got company.
I don't know if Gearbox has made it possible or not, but in the original one, the Raiders attack carrier was one of the ships you could not
Heavy fire
capture.
confirmed.
I caught one.
Confirmed. Green line confirmed.
Acknowledged. We've got a situation here. Under fire. Requesting orders.
We got this lovely dogfight going
I
on.
caught one.
Acknowledged.
Order confirmed. Destination locked in. Under attack. What's the call?
All right, let's get it up in here.
Green line confirmed. Defensive perimeter set.
Hold formation, let's keep it together.
En route. Copy. Move order confirmed. Confirmed.
As you can see, we're dealing a small amount of damage to the carrier here.
We're under fire.
Reporting. Where's the escort? We need cover here. Underway. We've got enemy contact.
Roger that trailer, I see him. Get your targets.
Alright, stay with me now. This is looking good. Stay tight. Getting banged around here.
Reporting. Let's stay calm.
Roger.
Alright, that's got one of them snared again.
Confirmed.
I'm gonna set this thing to dock back with the mothership so we can save it. It is getting a bit banged up.
Reporting. New heading set. Move order confirmed. Combat stations look sharp. Confirmed. Destination locked in. Course set. Move order confirmed. Stay on top of them. Moving to destination. Moving in. Light fire confirmed. Acknowledged. Where's the escort? We need cover here. Watch for debris. Light fire confirmed. Alright, let's heat it up in here. I caught one. Berths are clear. Construction
Let's
underway.
get a few more
Berths are
interceptors
clear.
on these
Assembly
guys.
underway.
That should speed things up a little bit.
Acknowledged.
Interceptor complete.
Underway.
Interceptor complete. Interceptor complete. Interceptor complete.
Confirmed.
Interceptor complete.
Copy. Understood. On our way. Roger.
Interceptor complete.
Copy. Move order confirmed. En route.
Interceptor complete.
Standing by. Engaging.
Interceptor complete.
Ready.
Interceptor complete.
Pursuing target. Where's the escort? We need cover here. Ready. I caught one.
Mothership. Mothership weapon systems activated.
Alright, let's heat it up in here. Confirmed. Hit your target.
See about getting the rest of our fleet on them.
Mothership.
Weapons set to full power. Hit your target. Reporting. Acknowledged. Alright, stay with me now. Copy.
Let's get all the focus on this carrier so we can get rid of it.
Acknowledged. On our way. Green line confirmed.
And unfortunately, we didn't get them in time.
Objectives complete. Stand by for immediate return to Karak.
At ease.
Well, at least we got that taken care of. So we're basically done with this mission here, and we've picked up just about all the resources we can grab here. So I am going to quickly build a couple more salvage corvettes, and then we are going to move on to the next mission. The next mission will not be in this video, but it will be in the next one. However, I will play through long enough just for it to get to the opening cinematic of it, so you can see what happens directly after this mission, but before we hyperspace into the next one. So, until then, this has been Monster Paws Gaming, I've been Misfit, and this has been Homeworld Remastered.
Salvage corvette complete.
And I'll see y'all next time. So like, you know.
Analysis of wreckage reveals the hostile units are using strike craft ranging from fighters to combat corvettes. All pilots will be briefed in case hostiles have penetrated farther into the Karak system. On our return to Karak, the final outfit of the mothership must be accelerated in order to defend against possible future attacks. Many major mothership systems are still incomplete. We will notify Karak's missile defense system of this possible threat. The mothership will then dock with the scaffold for repairs. Stand by for hyperspace exit to Karak.